What if the war in heaven wasn't a rebellion, but a desperate attempt to kill the unkillable? Why would Lucifer rebel if God is truly omnipotent? Were angels exploring self-annihilation, and why? A weapon that breaks divine code. A secret alliance among angels to end divine tyranny. What if God could die, and that secret started a war? If you can't kill God, why would you even try? Why would Lucifer, the most intelligent being ever created, risk eternal damnation for a war he couldn't win? Unless he knew something we don't. Today, we're diving into a theory that could rewrite everything we know about the war in heaven. Not as a rebellion, but a premeditated assassination attempt against the Almighty. Sounds crazy? It gets worse. Ancient texts, forbidden scrolls, and whispers of a weapon that could unmake the immortal. Stay with me, because if this theory holds water, the war in heaven wasn't about pride. It was about power and a terrifying possibility. Lucifer was not foolish. As the morning star, he was next to God in power and intellect. So why rebel when victory was impossible? Unless he wasn't trying to win, he was trying to end something. What if the goal was never dominance, but destruction? Not of the throne, but the one who sat upon it. In the book of Enoch, fallen angels are punished for mating with humans. But a lesser-known passage hints at something darker. Angels trying to separate spirit from light. Could they have been experimenting with their own mortality? Was it even possible to unbind a soul for divine energy? Imagine celestial beings discovering that death, true annihilation, was possible. What would they do next? There are hidden Gnostic scrolls that mention the blade of non-being, a theoretical weapon forged from divine contradiction, infinite power embedded with finite will. What if Lucifer wasn't just rebelling? He was arming himself. Some believe the first death in heaven wasn't a metaphor. It was real, and it triggered a holy panic. Legends tell of a third of heaven's hosts siding with Lucifer. But what if that number was even higher, and what they really shared wasn't just ideology, but technology? The Celestials may have conspired to force God's hand, not by betrayal, but by extinction. Was there a suicide pact among the angels? A nuclear theological strategy to reset the divine order? What if God is not truly immortal, but bound by cosmic law that he himself cannot break? Then Lucifer's rebellion wasn't treason, it was a gamble. A bet that enough divine power, aimed inward, could kill even the Creator. So what if the war in heaven wasn't a rebellion, but a celestial cover-up? What if Lucifer didn't fall because of pride, but because he discovered a truth too dangerous to exist? A truth that even God couldn't allow to survive. That he could be unmade. And maybe, just maybe, the war isn't over. Maybe it never ended. Maybe the reason humanity was created was to finish what the angels couldn't. If this theory blew your mind, or made you uncomfortable, then I want to hear from you. Drop your take in the comments. Because here's the real controversy. If God can die, then what exactly are we worshiping? We began with a simple question. If God cannot die, why would Lucifer dare to rebel? We uncovered whispers of a weapon, the blade of non-being, that could unmake even the divine. We followed the trail of fallen angels, united in a secret pact to unleash the first death upon heaven itself. And we saw a terrifying possibility that God's immortality was not absolute, but bound by a cosmic law he could not, or would not, break. If these theories hold true, Lucifer's fall was not defeat, but the dawn of a cosmic crisis. A crisis that echoes through humanity, calling us to ask, what if our world was created to finish the war heaven could not? Maybe the real battle for eternity hasn't been won or lost, but passed on to us. What do you believe? Drop your theory below. Angelic treason, divine sacrifice, or cosmic arms race. If you're still questioning reality, like and share this video with someone who needs to know the truth. And subscribe. Our next deep dive will reveal the hidden fate of the blade of non-being.